The day 500 stories were heard. That day, as I stood in front of 500 extraordinary women, I realized not a single one of them was rooting for my downfall. They all smiled, proud of me, because after all, in their eyes, they saw their younger self, a passionate girl who was determined to become her best self. To prove to the men who told her she never make it, to prove to the people who said she's better off as a secretary. But that girl wanted to be a CEO, another girl wanted to be a doctor, and another one wanted to be an astronaut, a business owner, an engineer. I looked at all those women and realized that no matter what people said, they still followed their dreams. They are fierce and powerful because nothing scares them. They all supported each other, even the ones who hadn't created their own path yet. They inspired us, the new generation of leaders, with their ideas and strong leadership, as well as their confidence. They taught me that even if people with a broken ego and a hateful stare tried to break me, I should never let them win. And I'll have my older sister standing with me because no one is fiercer than a woman with a dream. That day I saw unity and power, the unity of a community that have been subject to the same hatred, and the power of perseverance. Together we were one, and I know now that I too will leave a trail. So for my literary elements, I chose to do a lot of repetitions of the same words. Like for example, here when I say, but that girl wanted to be a CEO, another girl wanted to be a doctor, another one wanted. So I chose this a bit too. I chose repetition, like I often use they and they. I chose that to sort of create a bit of a faster pace to my poem, because I think that when people go a bit faster, it creates power and sort of like a powerful moment in the poem, in the spoken word. After I did a bit of a unity of effect. Not everyone will get this one, but I get it. So here when I say, even at the in the first page of my poem, I say even the ones who hadn't created their own path yet. And then my last line is that I too will leave a trail. It's to basically, I feel like it creates a unity of effect because it reminded me of, I was a bit inspired by the poem, by the quote. I was inspired by the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. It's the quote where it says, "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." So basically, I use this because, it has a deep meaning to me. It's the quote that we used a lot in my leadership program last year, and the event so basically this spoken word is inspired on a true event, like my own experience, and it was basically like a leadership event, um and a woman empowerment event. So I chose this quote because I wanted to include this quote because since it was a leadership event and that was a leadership quote that I really like, I wanted to use it. So it creates a bit of a unity of effect that a part of it, my own version, is at the beginning and then one at the end. Then after I used a bit of at the beginning I said, because after all in their eyes they saw their younger self. So basically it meant that while they were watching me, they saw their younger self, because I feel like we sort of have similar experiences in life. It's not all our experiences, but there's some things that could be similar. So I felt like them seeing me on stage sort of a bit scared at first because I was talking in front of people. Well, I feel like they sort of could recognize their own self, because most of us has gone through a moment where we had to speak in front of a lot of people, even if it was just for oral presentation. A lot of people have done this before.